Guys, Deludicuna, second video of the frauds. Let's get into it. You guys have seen the first one, no delaying. Victor Andre or Andrea or however you say his name was at Santos, I believe, was talked about as being the next Neymar. This guy had pace, power, skin. He wasn't even that big. Skills, man. Skills. This guy actually sold me. I do believe he can still have a career. Last time I checked, he was at Benfica. So he's in Europe. It's not going as quickly as the plan. Similar to, is it Talisca, who I still believe can have a career and be a good player. It didn't go to plan for him. And it's not gone to plan for this guy either. Was last time I checked was just marginalised in Benfica B or whoever it was, and yeah, just hasn't hit that. It hasn't hit the heights at all in the slightest. So yeah, fraud. Less said about him the better, because that was one that really hurt me. Another one that really hurts me, another Brazilian, Pato, the Duck, or whatever his nickname was. 20 odd million to AC Milan. Was talked about as being the next wonder kid. Was around before Neymar and all of these guys. It's sad that at 27, his peak years with the World Cup next year, where he should be in a position where he's earmarked along with Neymar and these players to go, and a certainties to go and play in that competition. But it hasn't happened, and at 27 he finds himself trying to get paydays in China, fruitless loan spells or whatever it was at Villarreal, or it might have even been permanent. He ended up back at Brazil. That was fruitless. Pointless loan spell to Chelsea. At least he's got 2 appearances, 1 goal. That's a pretty good ratio. His ratio for Milan, despite all them injuries, is not the best, but it's not the worst. 51 goals in 107 appearances. It's not the worst, and it's just a far cry from that from the convincing performances he used to put in. His dribbling, his sense of scoring, his work ethic. It's just a far cry from, especially that game Milan away at Barcelona at the Nou Camp when he shined. I'm pretty sure he scored. Forgive me if I got that one wrong. Don't want to give false information, but yeah, it's just a real far cry. And Pato, a guy who should have been a household name, is going to finish sadly as a relatively nobody in football. It's sad, but it's how the game goes. At least he's in China getting paid. Sergio Canales, prospect, I think it was, what was it, Racing Santander. He came up in La Liga. Madrid poached him, didn't get game time at Madrid, had a couple of injuries, just didn't work out for him. He then went back to Santander, I believe, or yeah, he went to Valencia too. Wait, did he play for Valencia or Santander? My memory is very poor at the moment in regards to this guy. I'm doing this off the top of my head. Whoever he played for, he ended up going back and playing for them, and ultimately didn't hit the heights. And the very fact that I had to be reminded by a friend when I was asking for suggestions of this guy says it all. God knows how old he is. He's probably got to be about 25, 26 now. So yeah, what could have been a potential player is a nobody. Pedro Leon. Now, admittedly, no one said this guy was a prospect and things like that. I believe he was at Madrid, then he went to Getafe, and then they bought him. Didn't happen for him at Madrid. What's that? At Madrid. Yeah, while he wasn't talked about as being someone of a prospect, I did think he was a player that could play for a decent team at a decent level, and I couldn't tell you where he is at this very moment in time. So I've got to put him there. Niang, the Watford's Niang, ex AC Milan. AC Milan fans allegedly were excited when he left, were applauding his departure. It is harsh. I do believe while he is to a degree, especially when he's a young player, overrated, he's a good player and he's shown it at Watford. Yeah, his Candays or whatever team he used to play for, he trialled at Arsenal, he trialled at Everton. He was talked about as being a potential player, and I do love his work ethic. He's got great sense of technique. From time to time, he's got a good finish. But like I've made a video about Deulofeu, he is incredibly frustrating, man. And yeah, that I just have to call him, just put him there because of that. He's not necessarily a fraud. He's just got to be there because he hasn't hit the heights that I thought he could. He can still do it, but he hasn't. You could almost prove Everton and Arsenal right for not getting him. I mean, he just hasn't come close to anything that he was talked about. He's just another normal player. I mean, you can go to sleep without kicking yourself that your team have missed this guy. So he's got to be there. Another one that hurts me to say, El Shaarawy. This guy, man, I loved this guy, especially at Milan. I loved him, man. He was a player. I tell you, he was a player. Excellent passing range, dribbling, just everything, man. His goal scoring was probably the only downfall I could find. Criminally overrated though, sadly, man, because since 2012-13, I think since that season, from 13 onwards, he's just been unlucky with injuries. Just not had the luck of the draw at all, and he's just not going to hit the heights where he was supposed to. He's not going to get anywhere in the clear. He then, at one point, he went on loan to Monaco, and he was by January, he was frozen out because if they played him over a certain amount of times, they'd have to buy him, and things like that. He played decent at Roma and things like that, and I do believe he could still, I wouldn't say he can hit the heights that he was projected to, but he can still have a decent career, and it hurts me to see him like that as well. So yeah, guys, there you have it. I mean, there's some guys to either let me down or just be overrated. Comment if you've got some more. Comment if you'd like me to do this again. Comment also comment if you've got me some ideas for videos, man. Hit me up, man. I know I've got lots of ideas, but I do get inspiration from you guys. I'm a person from the people. I am one of you. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you are like me, just sitting here in the room, chilling off, making these vids. So yeah, guys, the Lou Lagoon, I'm signing out. Hit me up with suggestions. Get in the comments. That's what keeps football going. The debates. Subscribe on all my socials. Says add me on Snapchat dguna04. Yeah, man, I'm already in your face and not going anywhere. Why not add me on these things and see me 24/7? I'm out.